Please do not buy the other Christians' teaching on predestination. Some other Christians preach that. Some Protestant sects, S-E-C-T-S, preach that there's such thing as predestination. What does it mean? There are some of us who were born bound for hell. There are some who are born bound for heaven. It's not Catholic faith. There's no such thing. Okay? No one's faith. Faith is F-A-T-E. Faith means that's where you end up in. That's your destiny. No one's destiny is predetermined. Keep that in mind. That's the Catholic faith. Did you know that even the angels have free choice whether to do good or evil? Angels. That's why one of them, actually, well, many of them, a good number of them fell from heaven. Because they had a free choice to either do good or do evil. So what does that mean? We forge our own personal destinies, right? Yes? So across number 2, you write, we forge our own personal destinies. Wild beasts and angels. Now you see the different approach we're doing now in the lesson? Hopefully, so you'll take this home and you have a more concrete set of notes. We forge our own personal destinies. Now, some temptations are strong. Some are not so strong. If you went to the ladies' room and you found, let's say, a purse, and you saw that there's like $10,000 cash inside. There's no name. Is that a strong temptation? You would just leave the money there? What would you do? What would you do? Cash. All $100 bills. That happened in a taxi cab. I think it's 50,000 cash in a briefcase. It was left in the taxi cab, and the operator of the taxi cab searched for the passenger, and he found the passenger, and the passenger was so thankful, so he gave, I think, 10,000 to reward to the person, to the driver. That's very kind of him. So let's go back to you. What would you do? You don't have to tell me. But it's worth pondering upon. If that happens to me, what would I do? Would I have done as that driver had done? My point here is, the stronger the temptation, the harder is the decision. You have to decide even harder how to confront that temptation. If the temptation is so great, if it's so strong. Which brings us to holiness. What's holiness? Anyone here who is holy? Benji holy. Based on this definition, You notice that every class, I give you common terms. These are common words. As if everybody knows the meaning, but cannot explain what it means. You notice that? So what's holiness? This is good character. That's the first requirement. It's good character. Second one is open. Very important. Open to God's grace. The two elements of holiness. Open is double undermined. That's what holiness is. Some people do perform good deeds. I know lots of people who do good deeds, but for the wrong reason. Can that happen? Let's say I want to run as mayor of Belleville. So I'll do some good deeds for many people. But I really didn't want to do good things to those people. I have my intention at the back of it. You know what I mean? I have my other intention. I have my own aim. So you can perform good deeds for the wrong reason. Is that holiness? No. True holiness is good character, number one. And you have to be open to God's grace. In other words, you give glory and honor to God. And you use God's grace to do good deeds out of love for God. Everything should be out of love. Mother Teresa said, I see Jesus in those poor people. Imagine that. I see Jesus in those poor people, in those beggars, the poorest of the poor, the destitutes, those who have nothing, literally nothing, without even clothes, with no food to eat, no family, no home. And Mother Teresa could see Jesus in them. The lepers, the sick, those who are dying on the roadsides. Number 3, we need to take possession. When do we have to take possession? When do we have to do that? You see number 3? We have to take possession. We need to take a possession. When is the best time to take the possession? The best time to take the possession is now. Right now. It's not tomorrow, it's not later. It's now. Remember the saying, if not now, when? If not here, where? Those are very difficult questions to answer. So really, there is so much need to take a position now, right now. Not later, right here, right now. Okay? Something to remember about temptation. Temptation is not. It's not an occasion of sin. Actually, it's not only an occasion of sin. It's the root of sin. Did you hear about that Ohio shooting this afternoon? A young boy, teenager. He killed one, and some 4 are wounded in the school. In the school. Very important. Temptation is not only an occasion of sin. It's actually the root of sin. Are there people who are attracted by evil? Oh yeah. Some people are not only attracted by evil, they're surrounded by it. If you have the wrong company, remember what I said last week? Tell me who your friends are. I'll tell you who you are. Remember in high school? Birds of the same feather flock together. I have a student now. At least this term, I haven't recalled any day when she didn't tell me, can you teach me how to make money? There's not a single day that she didn't mention that. Well, I'm doing what I'm doing. Teaching how to make money in the process. No, I mean how to make direct money right now. Okay, Monday. Monday is about holiness and community. I also included the term, there's like a small phrase across the Bible verse. Holiness is essentially seeking the good of others. You see that? Charity. Charity. Is the soul of holiness. So about holiness this week. You know what charity is, right? What's the other word for charity? Absolutely, love. Yeah. And the soul of holiness is charity. Remember in Matthew 25, Jesus says, whatever you do, to the least of these, do it to me. Amen, I say to you, what you did not do for one of these, you did not do for me. Remember, the people were asking, when did we see you naked? When did we see you in prison? When did we see you hungry? Then when did we see you thirsty? So that's why he said it 2 times. Whatever you do to those around you, you did it to me. And whatever you did not do for this, you didn't do for me. That's what Monday's reading is all about. So charity is the soul of holiness. Next, number 2, holiness necessarily entails a dedication to the Christian mission. Is that right? Is that what you have? Here's the deal here. You have to write this down across number 2. What is this Christian mission? If you underline this Christian mission, what that is spiritual and material good of our neighbor or of others. spiritual and material good of others. It's Christian mission. There are two facets. One is spiritual. And material. Well-being of others. This is a tall order. Spiritual and material well-being or good of others. It's a tall order. Because in our human experience, there are people whom we love to hate. Are there such people in your lives? There are people you love to hate? Or some people you hate to love? But the Christian mission is to remember two facets, spiritual and material, good of others. And this is what holiness entails. Through charity. So this is charity, isn't it? When you tend to spiritual and material well-being of other people, that's charity. That's exactly what charity is. And that's, according to the Holy Mother Church, that's our Christian mission. Not just the priests, everyone, all of us. Number 3, holiness occurs within the Christian community. How do we do this? We have to spur each other. S-P-U-R. I'm going to write down. Spur each other by our good example, by our generosity, by our encouragement. So we spur each other by our good example, by our generosity, and our encouragement.